them to the crack, bring them to the crack house. Show them the crack house, take them to the crack house. We in the crack house, bring them to the crack house. It's the crack house, welcome to the crack house. We in the crack house.
Crack House! This is the Crack House Fiends. Your favorite pitcher for Tuesday nights. It's your boy Biz, and we doing the damn thing. It is 22:10, and Mayhem Morearty is in the building.
Insanity!
My man Soze is also in the building.
You know.
The Out Here movement is in the building. Navy Seals is in the building. They blowing up his phone tonight. They're blowing up his phone tonight, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. It's been a very anticipated, conversation. A lot of people want to know what's going on with you, the progress that you're making, and the motivation at this point. Since you, as I said in the intro before you guys got here, you guys have put out some content pretty consistently.
Shut up.
And definitely that's an attribute that needs to be commended in this climate.
Alright, thank you, sir.
In this space. The Hunger is out right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Free download, man. We treating y'all, you know? Make sure you download like 20 copies. Is it?
Being out for 3 months. How do you feel the response has been thus far, 3 months in?
Oh, man, it's like one of our biggest releases since out here, you know? A lot of response from it, you know what I'm saying? Boy, Navy Seals going in hard body, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yes, sir.
And then just the whole squad, you know? Lines, friends, you know? The whole team, man.
The response has been crazy. We kind of got out there quicker than anything because we did the free download. So it's like out here kind of took it maybe a year before people really caught on outside of Toronto where it had really spread. But this one, it was like within weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's gotten far. It's gotten into a lot of spots outside of the city. You know, and it just keeps building.
I think a big reason why we got such huge response is because the sound quality this time around, you know? We gotta give it up to Big Daddy Soze on the mixing on that one, you know? Underrated mixer, man. You guys, get at him!
For real. Talk about that in the sense of with the internet doing what it's doing right now as far as free downloads, where you can get it out to the masses in a quarter of the time, a third of the time, by letting it out for free, versus having to stick with it for a year, literally on the physical level. How is that different as far as the grind, as far as the process of what you can do while you're doing that?
Well, you just answered it, man. It saves you a lot of time. You know? I mean, we're still doing the groundwork with it too. Like, it's in the stores, the posters are in stores. Everywhere we go, every show we do, we'll give out 50, 100 free copies if it's a new city. Make sure that we're pumping it and that you've got that presence on the street too, because a lot of people aren't on the internet. A lot of people don't have Facebook or MySpace or go to Hip Hop Canada. But like getting it to the core fans and to the people that want to hear it and that do have those outlets, it's beautiful because it lets you hit everyone at one time quick.
No doubt, I agree, man. What I found, you know, a lot of people that downloaded the CD want to buy the physical copy also, just as a memento or whatnot, you know?
Do you think that is the importance of the physical aspect underrated right now by independent artists trying to?
No, I just think some people are lazy.
That's just what it is. That's what it comes down to.
And it makes it easy, you know? So, well, some people don't have it together and don't have the game plan. You got to work both, but, you know, it damn sure helps.
Mayhem, how would you describe the Hunger under with the perspective of the rest of the projects that you've done? How does it fit in?
I'd say it'd be one of the hottest indie joints to come out of Canada since Out Here, man. You know what I mean? Since Back to the Future, man. We always pushing the envelope, you know what I'm saying? We fell back on the DVD aspect this time. We just focused on the raw music, you know what I'm saying? And it works, you know?
One of the things that stuck out to me was the production across the board. It just had such depth to it that on a free download, unfortunately, it's well, not even unfortunately, because really a lot of people that put out free downloads, they don't give it that depth. They give it them real throwaway tracks that are like, yo, nobody wants to put this on anything that they have to sell, so they put it out for free.
I'm gonna be real with you. Those were like the extras, leftovers.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll keep it even realer with you. May was locked up for most of that shit. So a lot of that's like stuff that got recorded on dub plates 3 years ago for Back to the Future, and I was like, fuck.
Really?
Put a beat under it.
Really?
Get it together, or like something that he laid a verse on in the studio quick. I mean, that a lot of that was just patchwork to make sure we had something out. Well, the kid was in, so that by the time he came out, there was some momentum and shit was popping.
Wow.
I can curse on here, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So
Yes, you can. It's the crack house, man. It's the fucking crack house.
Fuck it, don't like fucking
Dope.
But the other thing I wanted to get to is that this whole, even with the hunger, even with the album coming, Out Here is still a brand and an umbrella for you guys that has pushed far beyond the project itself.
for sure.
And has it gotten to the sizable recognition that you thought it would? Is it satisfied your ambitions?
Well, I feel like it definitely surprised me and Souls both, you know what I'm saying? Because we're more isolated, you know what I'm saying? We don't really mess with outsiders too tough besides our colleagues and peers in this urban industry that we're trying to develop. And you know, me and Souls just came to this realization, like, there's nobody here. Like, you know what I mean? There's nobody here to sign you. Bobby Bex is not signing nobody, you know what I'm saying? My dude at BMG, I forgot his name, forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Ivan Berry is not signing nobody, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them dudes, but we are the urban industry, you know what I'm saying? So
We're out here.
it's like out here is like a locale, you know what I'm saying? It's like a union for all the artists that are really out here pushing their music on a real level, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why people identify with it so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think a lot of people identified with it because they seen the movement and they liked the music and they gravitated towards it, and we pushed the hell out of it. And it's like, when we put Out Here out, like 2.5, 3 years ago?
About 4 years.
No, 3 years.
3?
3 years, yeah. It's been like 3 years, but it still gets out there. I just pressed up another 700 the other day, and it still moves, and it's just got out there, and the videos and the t-shirts and everything working together made people see it and be like, okay, that's something I can fuck with, and they can relate to it Out Here.
Yeah, it definitely has legs.
I think the most noticeable thing is every hood in Toronto, you know? Like every hood in Toronto, if you go and you ask somebody, like, what are you up to? He's like, I'm out here.
I'm out here.
I'm out here.
And that's the thing, I was going to say, even on an aesthetic, vernacular, slang level, it's been adopted and embraced on every corner of this region. And it really has. Like, it strikes me, and I have to, like, again, give you guys kudos, because it strikes me when I go, and I mean, it's not even a thing where I notice, like, to point out, because it's so regular.
Yeah, I can't even claim the original idea, you know what I mean? I gotta shout out my homeboy, he in the pen right now, Nati, you know what I'm saying? One of our main homeboys in the hood, man. Can't wait till he come home. He doesn't know Kazi, you know what I mean? He's one of the next ambassadors, his bro, you know what I'm saying?
Let me put it like this. Out Here was like slang in the hood, in jungle, from like, you know, from like 6-8 months before we put the project out. And May saw it and ran with it. But I just want to make a point, man, because he's smart with it. He's been doing it.
Yes.
Because everybody says swagger now.
Yeah.
Alright?
Swag, yeah.
We put out a CD, a Hustle Man, the whole click CD called Swagger Music, in like 2001, 2002, like 6-7 years ago. And it was him. He was doing he had a song called Swagger, like 7 years ago. I just found the joint the other day. We never even put it out, but that was the talk in the hood then too.
Mayhem
And it's like
Morearty is
4 years later.
Sorry. Mayhem Morearty is Toronto's trendsetter. Hands down, that's what it is.
You know, everyone jumped on it. Then it's Out Here, but it's like for Out Here, the kids getting the credit because we branded it. We learned, you know?
Yes.
And it's the people, really, you know what I'm saying? It's the people that empowered it. And the media, too. The media try to put a negative spin on it. And there's a lot of police harassing it behind the t-shirts also, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want a brother to come do anything positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like it's all good when the negativity is happening, but once you try to do something positive, whether it be the music or the merch, you know what I'm saying, they're going to try and stop that, you know?
Yeah, well, it really broke through any of those barriers, because it hasn't really stopped. And I notice what is key that I find in the movement is that the kids know about Out Here. Like, grade 9 kids know about Out Here to the point. You know what I mean?
Straight.
But that's a demographic that's hard to get them to grasp onto something heavy. Like, that's the market.
No, it's good, man. We got the